Did you guys know that SCP-3008 actually has game passes? If you press on the store tab and scroll down, you'll see the 3 game passes. And unlike most games on Roblox, SCP-3008 isn't really pay to win with its game passes. For example, in some obby games, you can just buy like a fly feature and fly through the whole lobby. But like I said, SCP-3008 is a lot different. Now, for those who need an intro, howdy, Raid here. Welcome back to an all-new video. Today, it's time for a full, extensive guide on Roblox SCP-3008 game passes. About 2 years ago, I made a video on the 2 game passes, but since then there's been one extra one added. Now, quick disclaimer, all of you guys should know that you're not missing out on anything crazy by not buying the game passes. They don't really make your game more fun, they just make it easier to survive, and that kind of kills the Roblox SCP-3008 experience. So if you truly want to play Roblox SCP-3008 in a full survival aspect, I wouldn't recommend any of these game passes. Just don't spend your money on them. It's a bit of a waste of Robux, if anything. If you've only got like 10 Robux, don't spend your money. Save it for like a shirt or anything. If you've got a couple hundred, maybe a few thousand, go for it. You know, have a shopping spree. Now, the first game pass that we're going to be taking a look at is the Personal Watch game pass. It costs only about 8 Robux. The description is find out when daytime or nighttime begins and that it appears on the top of the screen. So for those who need an explanation on what this game pass does, no, it's not like a wristwatch that you can actually wear. You can't really find it in the settings by pressing like Q or T or any of the buttons, and it's not going to be in your inventory. Now don't be scared, you haven't been scammed. The watch is actually going to be in the top middle of your screen, and it may seem really confusing. You've got a bunch of numbers ticking on the top of your screen, but that number is basically when day or night is gonna come. Basically, if you're playing and your timer's going down during the daytime, that means that's how much time you have left until it turns night. And it's basically the same for nighttime. You're playing, you look up, and you've got just a few more minutes or seconds until the day comes. If you were to ask me, Raid, which game pass should I buy? I've got about 12 Robux and I can buy any one of the 3 game passes. I would highly recommend for you guys to buy this game pass. Like I said before, it's gonna kind of ruin your Roblox SCP-3008 like survival experience, but if you're truly playing to like build and you don't want to like get caught in the night, maybe it's close to a blood night and you want to know when the night comes, this is a really helpful game pass exactly for those people who don't really want to play the full-on SCP-3008 survival horror experience. But if you're playing the game casually, you're just trying to survive from the SCPs, you genuinely want to play like you're inside of the Ikea with no help at all, definitely do not buy this then. It's totally going to kill your experience if you're trying to be like, yo, when's it going to be night? And there's a big old timer on top of your screen. It kind of kills the fun. What I'm basically trying to say is that everybody experiences the game differently. You may or may not like this.
Hi there, it's Mr. Employee here. If you got this far in the video, comment clock. And join Raid's SCP-3008 Roblox group in the description.
Now, in this video, we are actually going to rate all 3 SCP-3008 game passes on a 5-star level. And let's be real, this game pass is really helpful. The one weird thing about it is the price, like it's exactly 8 Robux. It's such a weird number because usually most Roblox game passes are on some even scale of numbering from 5, 10, 15, 20. This one's just 8. It's not 5, it's not 10, it's just 8. If you have 10 Robux, you might just be left with like 2 when you're done with this. You don't really have much to do with those 2. But still, this game pass is pretty helpful. It definitely deserves 5 stars. If you're truly playing to build and you want to know when night is, then you definitely need this. Now, I did talk a lot about the Personal Watch game pass, but I just want to say that after this game pass, the other 2 compared to it are just garbage. So the next game pass is Octuple waypoints. It's also 8 Robux like the Personal Watch. And the description is 4 waypoints just isn't enough. With 8 waypoints, you're open to more spots to mark off. Have a cool base and you don't want to forget its location? Mark it off. Now guys, don't be fooled by the description. If you've got a cool base, you can still mark it off with a waypoint for free. You get 4 waypoints when you start off the game, and if you want more, you can pay for this game pass. The title of the game pass is a bit of a scam. It's called Octuple Waypoints with a little ×8 in the game pass picture. Now, the reason I'm saying this is a scam is that people who don't read the description description won't see that you'll only have 8 waypoints. They'll either look at the picture and think you'll get times 8 waypoints, or they'll think you either just get 8 more waypoints in general. Now, an argument might be, wait, Raid, doesn't everybody see the description? But no, when you're in the store tab and you're pressing on something, you can buy the game pass without ever reading the description. A little pop-up just comes up if you want to buy it. And the reason I'm stating that a lot of people won't really look at the description is because a large chunk of the Roblox SCP-3008 community is very, very young. It's just a little wacky. I'm sure Ugly Burger knows how young his community is. It's just we all have that one little brother or little cousin that is definitely gonna get scammed. So I'm just here to inform everybody, don't get scammed. You only get 4 extra waypoints. Now, 4 extra waypoints will barely change your game. I used to think that this was really helpful because you could mark off like 8 bases or something. But why would you even want to have 8 bases? I understand if you want to like mark off a friend's base, maybe a medkit plot and a food plot, and then your own base. But then if you spent some Robux, you have like 4 extra waypoints sitting around doing nothing that you're never gonna use. And of course, 8 Robux might seem like nothing to some people, but for those who don't have that much money in real life, you know, maybe they can't afford it, they really probably shouldn't be spending anything on this Game Pass. Also, a fun fact about this Game Pass, I was looking for when it was created, and the Roblox SCP-3008 wiki actually says November 20th, 2020. But what I found funny was that I actually made a video about the Watch Game Pass and the Octuple Waypoints Game Pass in April of 2020, so the wiki is pretty inaccurate. Now, going back to the rating of Game Passes that we're doing in this video, this is definitely not getting 5 stars. Once again, the only good use of this Game Pass is that if you've used up 4 of yours and you need 4 more for plots or something, that's why it would be helpful. Or maybe if you've got really bad memory, that's pretty much why I'm going to be giving this Game Pass 2 out of 5 stars in the rating. And the final Game Pass in this video is called the Death Waypoint. It's 12 Robux, and the description is this automatically creates a waypoint to your location of death. If you already have max capable waypoints when you die, the waypoint will not be created. So there's not much to say about this Game Pass. The name gives it all away. It leaves a waypoint when you die. Now, just for this video, I'm going to be buying the Game Pass because I want to form an opinion when I've actually tried it out.
1 hour later.
Okay, so I've played with the Game Pass, and all I can say is that the only good thing about it is that maybe you found like a GameCube and some employees quickly ran to you. That's the only reason when it's actually useful, or if you haven't placed any waypoints to remember where your like base is at and you die at your base, it'll help you find it again. Other than that, this Game Pass is really useless. One other bad thing about it is that if you have like max waypoints, it doesn't add this as a waypoint. Personally, I feel like this is also a scam because if you're spending 12 Robux on it and you haven't bought the Octuple Waypoints Game Pass, but your waypoints are already full, so you're not going to have any use for this Game Pass if you're actually using all 4 of your waypoints. In a way, it's kind of like a trick to buy both Game Passes. You can't really use this one if you don't really have the full capabilities of the other one in a way. So it's not fully a scam, it's kind of like a partial scam, and that's why I feel like this Game Pass only deserves 1 out of 5 stars. Now, to conclude everything we've discussed in this video, the Watch Game Pass is probably the best Game Pass we will ever have in this game. There's never going to be anything better because all the other ones are just mid.